Okay, so let's deep dive into the main thing which you all are eagerly waiting for, which is the placement process. Everyone thinks you are in IIT Madras and getting a job will be like very easy, right? It's more like the companies are just waiting to hire you. But actually, that's not the case. For you to be even eligible for applying for a company, many of these companies have a CGPA eligibility cutoff, which means that especially those companies which are open for all the branches, they will first have a cutoff saying that only those people who have above 7 or above 7.5, it again varies from company to company, are even eligible to apply for that company, right? So that means if anyone is not having this much CGPA, it's going to get little difficult, or at least the popular companies are not going to be open for them. So make sure that you guys have another few years to improve your CGPA. So make sure by the time you are in your pre-final semester, you are able to kind of get to this minimum CGPA eligibility cutoff. The next thing that comes is the test, right? So test is especially for those companies again which are open for all the branches, but many of the core companies also keep test. So what these essentially do is, let's say there are 1,000 or 1,500 people in your batch for the final year. So with the CGPA, around 300 or 400 will get filtered out. So the remaining are 1,000 or so students. Now, obviously, a company cannot interview all these 1,000 students. So they keep this test to again kind of filter some of the students. Now, of these students who write the test, maybe some 100 or top 50 is what they filter out, right? Now, let's say if they filter top 100, these students will then have to submit their resume and they will have to undergo resume shortlisting. So that means the company will then again filter out to see whether these guys have done, good in whatever is the type of company that it is. Once this process is done, all those students who have been resume shortlisted have to go for group discussion. Now, what's a group discussion? Group discussion is like, for example, if 100 students have qualified the test and have qualified the resume shortlist as well, these 100 students will be distributed in 10 batches. So out of those 10 students which belong to one group, they will undergo a group discussion. So for that, the topic will be given by the company, which can be any random topic. It can be a very abstract topic like a yellow triangle, or it can be something to do with the news or any current topic that is ongoing. So that means you should be someone who is aware of what's going around. You should be reading news. During this group discussion, you should be able to put forward your point, collaboratively kind of take everyone's point of view into consideration. So there are some special guidelines for group discussion as well, but that's a different topic. But just wanted to highlight that this stage also exists, which not many students are aware of. Once you have passed a group discussion, so the company, based on how the discussion is going, from that group of 10 people, they will shortlist 2 or 3 people who are then eligible for interview, right? So now those shortlisted people will go for the interview round. Now again, it's not like it's just one interview. There happens multiple interviews. So first will be with some technical guy, second will be with some HR, third will be like overall, and so on and so forth. um, so only after you have gone through all of these steps is when you reach interview stage. Once you clear the interview with all the panel members that are there, is when you actually end up getting the job. So don't think that it's a very easy process that you can just, in final year there are companies waiting and ready to hire you. It's not going to be a cakewalk. You will have to prepare and be good at all of those things. That's when you can be sure of securing a very good placement.